The point through which the whole weight of the body acts irrespective of its position is known as A. Moment of inertia. B. Center of gravity. C. Center of percussion. D. Center of mass. The correct answer is center of gravity. The loss of kinetic energy during elastic impact is zero. A. Agree. B. Disagree. C. D. The correct answer is agree. The overturning of a vehicle on a level circular path can be avoided if the velocity of vehicle is A. less than, B. greater than, C. D. The correct answer is less than. Which of the following is a scalar quantity? A. Force. B. Speed. C. Velocity. D. Acceleration. The correct answer is speed. The rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to the impressed force and takes place in the same direction in which the force acts. This statement is known as A. Newton's first law of motion. B. Newton's second law of motion. C. Newton's third law of motion. D. None of these. The correct answer is Newton's second law of motion. In ideal machines, mechanical advantage is velocity ratio. A equal to, B less than, C greater than, D. The correct answer is equal to. The minimum force required to slide a body of weight W on a rough horizontal plane is A. W sin, B. W cos, C. W tan, D. None of these. The correct answer is W tan. The moment of inertia of a square of side A about its diagonal is A. 2/8, B. 3/12, C. 4/12, D. 4/16. The correct answer is 4/12. The angular velocity in rad(s) of a body rotating at n revolutions per minute is A. n 60, B. n 180, C. 2 n 60, D. 2 n 180. The correct answer is 2 n 60. The maximum efficiency of a lifting machine is A. 1 m, B. VRM, C. MVR, D. 1 mXVR. The correct answer is 1 mXVR. The center of gravity of a semicircle lies at a distance of from its base measured along the vertical radius. A. 3r8, B. 4r3, C. 8r3, D. 3r4. The correct answer is 4r3. A weight of 1000 N can be lifted by an effort of 80 N. If the velocity ratio is 20, the machine is A. reversible, B. non-reversible, C. ideal, D. The correct answer is reversible. In a framed structure as shown in the below figure, the force in the member BC is A. W3 compression, B. W3 tension, C. 2 watts 3 compression, D. 2 watts 3 tension. The correct answer is 2 watts 3 tension. The potential energy of a vertically raised body is the kinetic energy of a vertically falling body. A equal to, B less than, C greater than, D. The correct answer is equal to. If a number of forces acting at a point be represented in magnitude and direction by the three sides of a triangle taken in order, then the forces are not in equilibrium. A agree, B disagree, C, D. The correct answer is disagree. The periodic time of a particle with simple harmonic motion is proportional to the angular velocity. A directly, B inversely, C, D. The correct answer is inversely. The motion of a particle round a fixed axis is A translatory, B rotary, C circular, D translatory as well as rotatory. The correct answer is circular. The principle of transmissibility of forces states that when a force acts upon a body, its effect is A. Same at every point on its line of action. B. Different at different points on its line of action. C. Minimum if it acts at the center of gravity of the body. D. Maximum if it acts at the center of gravity of the body. The correct answer is minimum if it acts at the center of gravity of the body. A differential pulley block has larger and smaller diameters of 100 mm and 80 mm respectively. Its velocity ratio is A 5, B 10, C 20, D 40. The correct answer is 10. If three forces acting at a point are represented in magnitude and direction by the three sides of a triangle taken in order, then the forces are in equilibrium. A. Yes. B. No. C. D. The correct answer is yes. Which of the following are vector quantities? A. Linear displacement. B. Linear velocity. C. Linear acceleration. D. All of these. The correct answer is all of these. The maximum acceleration of a particle moving with simple harmonic motion is A. BR. C. 2R. dr. The correct answer is 2r. A lift moves downwards with an acceleration of 9.8 ms2. The pressure exerted by a man on the floor of the lift is 0. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. Non-coplanar concurrent forces are those forces which A. meet at one point but their lines of action do not lie on the same plane. B. do not meet at one point and their lines of action do not lie on the same plane. C. meet at one point and their lines of action also lie on the same plane. D. do not meet at one point but their lines of action lie on the same plane. The correct answer is meet at one point but their lines of action do not lie on the same plane. Which of the following statement is correct? A. The kinetic energy of a body during impact remains constant. B. The kinetic energy of a body before impact is equal to the kinetic energy of a body after impact. C. The kinetic energy of a body before impact is less than the kinetic energy of a body after impact. D. The kinetic energy of a body before impact is more than the kinetic energy of a body after impact. The correct answer is the kinetic energy of a body before impact is more than the kinetic energy of a body after impact. In a framed structure as shown in the below figure, the force in the member AC is numerically equal to the force in member BC. A. Correct. B. Incorrect. C. D. The correct answer is correct. The force which acts along the radius of a circle and directed towards the center of the circle is known as centripetal force. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. Moment of inertia of a triangular section of base B and height h about an axis through its base is A. bh 3,4. B. bh 3,8. C. bh 3,12. D. bh 3,36. The correct answer is bh 3,12. Concurrent forces are those forces whose lines of action A. lie on the same line. B. meet at one point. C. meet on the same plane. D. none of these. The correct answer is meet at one point. Tension in the cable supporting a lift is more when the lift is moving with an acceleration A. upwards. B. downwards. C. D. The correct answer is upwards. According to the law of moments, if a number of coplanar forces acting on a particle are in equilibrium, then A. their algebraic sum is 0. B. Their lines of action are at equal distances. C. The algebraic sum of their moments about any point in their plane is 0. D. The algebraic sum of their moments about any point is equal to the moment of their resultant force about the same point. The correct answer is the algebraic sum of their moments about any point in their plane is 0. A machine having an efficiency less than 50 is known as A. Reversible machine. B. Non-reversible machine. C. Neither reversible nor non-reversible machine. D. Ideal machine. The correct answer is non-reversible machine. The total momentum of a system of masses, i.e. moving bodies in any one direction, remains constant unless acted upon by an external force in that direction. This statement is called A. Newton's first law of motion. B. Newton's second law of motion. C. Principle of conservation of energy. D. Principle of conservation of momentum. The correct answer is Principle of conservation of momentum. The unit of mass moment of inertia in SI units is kgm2. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. A. Newton is defined as the force while acting upon a mass of 1 kg produces an acceleration of 1 ms2 in the direction of which it acts. A. Yes. B. No. C. D. The correct answer is yes. The acceleration of a particle moving with simple harmonic motion at any instant is given by A. Y. B. 2. Y. C. 2y. D. 3y. The correct answer is 2y. The skidding away of the vehicle on a level circular path can be avoided if the force of friction between the wheels and the ground is the centrifugal force. A. Less than. B. Greater than. C. D. The correct answer is greater than.